At the height of last night's storm, Pepco had nearly 45,000 customers without power, thousands more without power in Virginia. And at this hour, there are only a handful of scattered outages, including one home in Silver Spring. Tom Rousey is live there with the holiday spent in the dark. Tom?
That's right, Allison. You know, I just checked the numbers. There's a few hundred people in the district still without power, less than 100 in Prince George's County. But here in Montgomery, there's still nearly 1,000 people, according to Pepco numbers, that do not have power. Now, if you drive by places like Four Corners behind me, you don't really notice it. But if you go back in the neighborhoods like this one back in here, you do find that those folks who still, even after those storms last night, don't have power. And they've been trying to celebrate the 4th, but it hasn't always been easy.
It's been a bad 4th for me so far.
Richard Chavez and his family are celebrating the 4th in the dark. Last night's storms brought down huge branches that knocked out the feeder line to his home. His neighbors have power back, but he doesn't.
I must have called them about 5 times. They don't give me a definite time. They just say that they're trying to do the best they can.
This being July 4th, the worst thing of all is it's affecting the cookout.
Well, without electricity, we can't work in the kitchen, so all those trimmings that go with the barbecue just going to have to put on hold.
One of the only things we got.
Well, at least the grill still works, so the meat will eventually be served. Pepco numbers show that thousands of people in the D.C. area have had to celebrate at least part of their 4th in the dark. The one bright spot, it cooled off dramatically overnight, so for once, it's not very hot and humid for Independence Day.
If it was the same temperature yesterday, it would have been unbearable.
Right now, if there is a bright spot in all of this, that bright spot is the fact, as we just mentioned there, that the weather is so much nicer than it could be. You may remember a couple years ago after the derecho hit, a lot of folks still did not have power on July 4th, even though it was about 5 or 6 days later. And back then, the temperatures were in the hundreds and the heat index was somewhere through the roof. So at least it's been a beautiful day to open up your windows and not that hot this July 4th. Live near Four Corners in Silver Spring, I'm Tom Rousey, ABC 7 News.